Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Blind Boys Politics, and we are home in our state of New York. Chris, how does it feel to be
Home,
back?
sweet home.
Oh, we got Broad Street coming back.
Home, sweet home, Nick. I'm just glad to be home.
Yeah, you and me both. They always say there's nothing like being home, and I agree with that.
Unless you're on a beach somewhere.
Well, yeah, fair enough. You make a valid point there. I won't argue. But how have you been enjoying your time home? What have you been up to?
I've been, just laying low. I'm glad to be home.
Yeah,
Haven't been
just
doing,
relaxing a
too much.
little.
Yeah. But, I've been actually spending a lot of time getting your trivia questions ready
Oh boy.
to see,
How much do
here's
I know
funny.
about my home
So,
state?
in between my napping and my checkings on little
You're
Johnny and,
gardening.
yelling at you. Yeah, gardening, yelling at you. I've been getting your trivia questions ready.
Yeah.
So your first one is, how many people live in New York City? A, 8 million, B, 10 million, C, 3 million, D, 2 million.
8 million.
Yes.
Hey.
How many languages are spoken in New York City? A,
Oh,
300, B, 350, C, 800, D, 900.
350.
Nope. C, 800.
Oh.
So, true or false?
Mhm.
Oysters were so popular in New York in the 19th century that the shells were used to pave Pearl Street.
True.
That is true.
Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Well, la ti da, you actually know something about your home state.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 passing.
I'm shocked.
Me too. Trust me. I am definitely as shocked as you are.
So, Nick, what is the dumb law in New York?
All right. The dumb law for New York is that it is illegal in the state to be, quote, masked or in any manner disguised by unusual or unnatural attire or facial alteration, end quote.
Okay. So, we've been doing these adventures during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
And with little Johnny, while we're driving to every state, he likes to look at the laws to educate himself because he learned that the hard way. If you're not
Yeah,
educated, you can get yourself in trouble.
very much so.
So he was reading this law and he said, wait a minute, don't we have to wear masks due to COVID? And, to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on. I think that he's talking to some people right now about whether or not that law is still active, if it's being posted. He's working out the details. We've only been here for a few days, and I think he's just been relaxing as much as we have just to be home. But I'm sure he's working on it. He'll figure it out, and we might be able to provide an update for that next week to see how well that goes, to see if he gets that law changed or if he can get us more details.
Yeah, it's probably going to take an extra couple of days to try and figure out that whole situation just because of how complicated things are right now. But, I believe he'll pull off whatever goal he sets for himself. He's been uh, pretty determined to reach his goals lately, especially when it comes to these laws. So,
And well, you know what? He'll have the details for us. Hopefully, we'll remember to tell him, ask for an update from him while we're driving. But Nick, what state are we moving to next week?
well, Chris, next week we will be in North Carolina.
Okay. If I'm being honest with you, Nick, I really don't want to leave home yet.
Well, it's not a terribly long drive, so we can spend an extra couple extra days here before we have to hit the road.
Okay, yeah, we might have to. I'm
Yeah,
just glad to be home.
you and me both. There's nothing like
Glad,
home.
In the meantime, make sure you follow us on the Blind Boys Politics Twitter account to always be in the know with the latest 24 hours breaking news. Follow us on our personal accounts to see what we're up to. Stop by Friday for the latest news headlines to see what's going on in the country. And of course, come back for next week's dumb law in North Carolina. Wish us safe travels and see you later.
Bye, guys.